Jai Hind to all the students and the parents as well. So, today the chapter that we are going to do is development. Actually, we have already finished half of the chapter in previous class, I guess, and I gave you some questions based on that. So, I hope everyone has done their job properly and everyone has copied the questions and also have written the answer in a separate answer copy. All right, subject copy, I'm sorry. Yeah, so you need to maintain a subject copy, separate one for all the subject. That means you don't write anything in your economics notebook except the work given by the teacher. That's me. Likewise, for other subject you have to get a new text notebook, and that's how you'll do it. So for now, let's just go through what development actually means, and it's very simple. Development is the kind of elevation from where you are now and where you want to be in the future. All right, so it just means okay, in Hindi, if I say development, then it'll be called vikas, right? This is the word used by politicians a lot, and they say that whenever they come to get votes and all that, they will say we will give you vikas in the form of vikas. They will say they'll promise roads, electricity and all that in small villages and everything. So they promote themselves and they get the votes and everything like that. Some fulfill their promises, some don't. So that's how it works. So India is still a developing nation. It has not been developed yet, not fully developed, because we have so many youth who are unemployed. And if that many youths are unemployed, then obviously we are not developed yet. It will take a long time for us to get developed. And also, we are, kind of the worst in the list when it comes to poverty line. We have the most amount of poor people in India as well. Of course, there are billionaires and all, but the amount of poor people in India above BPL, below the below poverty line, they are the most numbers found in India. And in other countries, it's not that much. So you can imagine there are two or three more countries with this. I think uh, another country, I think it's Bangladesh, which has lots of poverty. And after Bangladesh, it's I guess Pakistan. So yeah, we'll not get into that in details. Just the concept of development. All right. So one more thing is there that I want you to understand. Development can be better for some people, and at the same time it can be harmful to other people living in the same state or same village or anything. All right, even if you're living in the same house, you might have different dreams, you might have aspirations. When you get the freedom, what do you want to do? Something must be in your mind, right? So that is development for you. For example, for a parent, okay, what will be development? For them, development will be sending their kids regularly to school, getting good grade, right, and then becoming someone in the future that the world knows about, or at least the state or the nation knows about doing good job. So if they see you do that, that means they'll think they are developed. That was the need, so it got fulfilled. So that is development. But now if you move to the city part, you will see that in this, just hold on, yeah, lots and lots of it. So Okay, coming back to the point, two different kind of people or two people living in the same house can have different opinions on development. Okay, some people might say getting a car is development, some people might say getting a cycle is development. Now you can see the difference there. How poor they must be that they are dreaming of getting a cycle, right? So that is why development differs a lot. That's the main point. That's the basic point of why we can't do it more equally. We can't follow equality because we got different type of people in India, and we got mixed races and all that. So it's not easy for everyone at once to be developed. It's not possible. It won't be, at least for the next 10 or 15 years, right? So you have to understand that. And that's one of the important parts of this chapter. So now you understand that development or developmental goals or aspirations mean different things to different people. All right. So now let's take a look at this table over here. On the left hand side, you will see category of person, and on the right hand side, you will see developmental goals or aspirations. So, if the person is a landless rural laborer or laborers, more than one, what is their developmental goal? Their developmental goal is more days of work and better wages. Also, there must be a local school to provide good quality education for their children. And they also don't want any social discrimination, and they can also become the leaders of the village. That means they want equality, that is development for them. Better wages, more days of work. Kids, they are also making sure that their kids are going to a good school. That is development for rural landless laborers. But if we talk about someone from the city, as I already told you, they already have it. They have good schools, they have better wages, they have everything that a landless rural laborer wants. So for them, their goal will be different. For them, development might be buying a property outside of India, maybe doing something extraordinary, buying a land or part of land in the moon. Like we have read about that before, and there was, so much hype that people have started buying land on the moon. I call them stupid with lots of money. Okay, yeah. So moving forward, so prosperous farmers from Punjab. So if a farmer is prosperous, prosperous meaning that he is well enough. He is well enough to survive his family and everyone. Also, you can say he belongs to the upper middle class. Okay, prosperous meaning that the farmers have been highly succeeding in whatever they are doing till now. So for them, what development is assured high family income through higher support prices for the crops and through hardworking and cheap laborers. They should be able to settle their children around. So what they want and what is development for them is different from the landless rural laborers that we studied. So for the prosperous farmer, it is actually high family income and also raise in price for the crops that they have produced, right? And they also want cheap laborers. So they should be able to settle their children abroad. And what they want is they want their children to settle abroad. That means outside of India. Maybe get the education over there, or maybe settle means living there forever. It can also be the case. So they want the best for everyone, wants the best for the children, right? So their goals are different, but the mindset here is taking it in the same place. The landless rural laborer also wanted a school, a nice school, so that his kids can go study. And the prosperous farmer also is thinking about the future of his child or children. So, two different goals, two different people. Likewise, you need to fill the rest of the box. Alright, it must be easy for you because it's a really easy concept.